Students, so today we will see first chapter, that is Introduction to Biomedical Instrumentation. So in the introduction, medical instrumentation is a subdivision of biomedical engineering. So biomedical engineering, in detail if we see, the word bio stands for something connected with life. The biomedical engineering is a branch of applied science where principles of engineering discipline are applied to solve the problems of biology and medicine. Now, the areas of engineering were increasingly applied to solve biomedical problems like measurement of biological variables, recording, imaging, data processing, data transmission, diagnosis, etc. The cooperation between these two disciplinaries have produced excellent result in healthcare and medicine. The biomedical engineering can be subdivided into different interdisciplinary areas like biophysics, biochemistry, biomechanics, bioelectronics. All these fields in general belong to biomedical engineering, and the term biomedical instrumentation refers to the field of instrumentation dealing with measurement of biological variables. It is a cross-disciplinary field of study comprising engineering, biology, chemistry, medicine. Biomedical instrumentation is used to take measurements for monitoring, diagnosis, and therapy. Biomedical instrumentation in general is classified into two major types. Clinical instrumentation is devoted to diagnosis, care, and treatment of patients. Second one, research instrumentation, is used primarily in search for new knowledge pertaining to various systems composing the human organism. So this is all about biomedical introduction about biomedical instrumentation. So now we'll see cell structure. So now we'll see or discuss about cell structure. So as we know, the human cell structure is in circular shape as we see in the figure. So here majorly it comprises or contains of nucleus at the center, cytoplasma, so it is a liquid which is there inside this cell. So inside the nucleus there is nucleoplasma, nuclear membrane, semi-permeable cell membrane. All the different types of cells are similar in their basic constitutes. The main parts of the shell are nucleus, cytoplasma, cell membrane. The above figure shows the structure of a shell. Each shell consists of a centrally located nucleus surrounded by cytoplasma. The nucleus is separated from the cytoplasma by a nuclear membrane. The cytoplasma is separated from the surrounding fluid by a cell membrane. The different substances that make up the cell are collectively called protoplasma, which is mainly composed of water, electrolytes, proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates. So water, fluid medium, and 70% to 85% concentration water. Water serves as a solvent during various chemical reactions. So the main component in the shell is water. Second one, electrolytes. It contains potassium, magnesium, phosphate, sulfate, bicarbonate, and small quantities of sodium, calcium, and chloride. The electrolyte provides inorganic chemicals for cellular reactions. The electrolytes present at the shell membrane help in transmission of electrochemical impulses in nerves and muscle fibers. Third one, proteins. It is helpful in providing contractile mechanism in many muscles. Lipids. What are lipids? These are soluble in solvent and insoluble in water. So one lipid, best example what I can tell you is, if you take ghee, solid ghee, and if you put it in the water, it will be floating. Or you take the animal fat, so they are not soluble with water. They are used to form membranous barrier that separate different intracellular compartments. Fifth one, carbohydrates. They are stored in the shell in the form of glycogen, which are used to supply the energy to the shells. They are also present in the extracellular fluid in the form of glucose. The cytoplasma is filled with cystole, in which the minute and large particles are dispersed. The ribosomes are minute granular particles in the cytosol and are composed of ribonucleic acid, that is RNA, and proteins. Now we will see what is biomedical instrumentation. Biomedical instrumentation is the field of creating such instruments that help us to measure, record, and transmit data to or from the body. So in the figure, if you see measurand means every time uh, when we measure a body, it will be not giving us the same, so it is different. So measurand means different values. So there is a sensor which senses and then it is given to a signal processing for. Basically what a sensor does or transducer does, transducer, it takes a physical parameter. So here bodies ionic voltages and convert them into electrical, and that one is given to signal processing, and from there it is given to the output display storage transmission, and again there is a feedback, electronic instrumentation, signal conditioning, and then actuator means what we have to do to control the disease or something is called biomedical instrumentation. Classification of biomedical instruments. Classification of biomedical instruments. All biomedical instruments are categorized into different sectors of operations. Following show different instruments. Those are employed in different functional areas. So here we will see that blood instruments, heart instruments, blood pressure meter. So for what for it is used? So it is used in ECG, electrocardiogram, blood pH meter, pacemaker, blood flow meter, defibrillator, blood cell counter, heart lung machine, calorimeter, bedside monitor, spectrophotometer, pulsosmograph, flame photometer, electronic stethoscope, digital BP meter, phonocardiograph. So this is the classification of heart instruments. So next we will see, Sources of biomedical signals. So our body, as I told, human body in carrying various functions, certain system of the body generate their own monitoring signals which convey useful information about the function they represent. These signals are the bioelectric potentials associated with nerve conduction, brain activity, heartbeat, muscle activity, and so on. Bioelectric potentials means voltages, are actually ionic voltages which are produced inside the body, produced as a result of electrochemical activity of certain special types of cells. Through the use of transducers capable of converting ionic potentials into electrical voltages, these natural monitoring signals can be measured and results displayed in a meaningful way to aid the physician means doctor, in his diagnosis and treatment of various diseases. So now we'll see man instrument systems. The overall system, including both the human body and the instrumentation required for its measurement, is called the man instrumentation system. The set of instruments and equipments utilized in the measurement of multi characteristics plus the presentation of this information in a readable and interpretable manner is called an instrumentation system. In the man instrumentation system, the human body is treated as the black box, the unknown system within which several kinds of signals and systems are found, all interacting with each other. Man instrumentation system. Components of the man instrumentation system. The system components of man instrumentation system are listed below. The subject, the human being on which the measurements are to be carried out, is referred as the subject under study or monitoring. Stimulus. In many cases, an external triggering is required to initiate the measurement process. This stimulus may be visual, auditory, tactile, or direct electrical stimulation of some part of the nervous system. This forms the major components of the man instrumentation system. So fourth one is transducer. This is a device capable of converting the measured signal into a form of energy interpretable and recording for further study and analysis. Signal conditioning equipment. Most signals that are received from human body are very light signals. Therefore, these signals need amplification, modification so that they can be interpreted properly. Sixth one, display equipment. To be meaningfully, the electrical output of the previous component must be converted into a form that can be perceived by human senses. This requirement makes the display equipment one of the vital components in man instrumentation system. Seventh one, recording data, processing and transmission equipment. Equipment for later and further analysis of the measured variables. The data needs to be recorded and transmitted over location, making this module a very vital composition of the system. Control device. This forms the final components of the system, giving the operations the flexibility of automatic control of the stimulus. This is achieved by incorporating a feedback loop in the system. So this is a figure, man instrumentation system, where we see a human being, different types of sensors are connected inside the human body. So whatever the physical parameter, that is ionic voltage, which is very small, is being sensed by those transducers, and it is given to a signal conditioning equipment. So signal conditioning equipment will take and process it and give it to the display unit, and even the display unit is connected to the feedback. So from there stimulus is given to make the person okay, and even we can do the recording data and transmission of data. Now when we want to measure transducers, so when we want to measure the ionic voltages what are there inside the human body, as I told previously, they are very small, hence we require some transducers, or we tell electrodes in biomedical engineering. Electrodes convert ionic potentials into electrical signals. So they are used for EEG, ECG, EMG, ERG and EOG, etc. Different types of electrodes are surface electrodes. These electrodes are used to obtain bioelectricity potentials from the surface of the body. So they are not put inside, they are not cut and put inside, they are just kept. So one example is what? Suction cup or clip type electrodes which are connected while measuring the ECG. Needle electrodes. These electrodes are inserted into body to obtain localized measurement of potentials from the specific muscle. Microelectrode. Electrodes have tips sufficiently small to penetrate a single cell in order to obtain readings from the shell. Recording instruments. Following are the set of few instruments that found application as a recording instrument. First one is electrocardiograph, ECG. Electromyograph, muscles, concerned with muscles. Electroencephalograph, EEG of brain. Expirograph, phonocardiograph, paletsmograph, thermograph, tomography, ultrasonograph, radiograph, X-ray. So different types of electrodes used in biomedical instrumentation, as I told. So this is one of the simplest, suction electrode. So while measuring ECG, while doing ECG of a person, some suction cups, some 5 cups V1 to V5 are kept on the chest of the patient, and 4 clips are put which are connected to the machine on the upper hand and on the legs. A metallic suction electrode is often used as a precordial electrode on clinical electrographs. So here you can see that there is a rubber bulb, so which we have to compress, lead wire terminal, contact surface. Body surface recording electrode, as I told, they are kept on the body, they are not kept inside, they are just kept. So doctor uses the stethoscope, he will just keep on the body part and he will sense the different sounds that are happening inside the patient body. So these are the different types of electrodes used in biomedical instrumentation. So now we'll see in short, so what is ECG? Definition of ECG. An ECG determines heart activity by measuring signals from electrodes placed on the torso, arms and legs. The biopotential generated by the muscles of the heart result in the electrocardiogram, abbreviated ECG. EMG is the measurement of the electrical potential generated by activated motor units. The simplest motor unit is a single motor neuron connected to a single muscle fiber, but usually many fibers are innervated by one motor neuron. EEG. EEG is the measurement of differences in electric potential voltage between points on the scalp. So when we want to measure the ionic voltages of the brain, if there is some brain tumor or something, so they connect some electrodes to know the condition of the brain. So this is called EEG, and the waveforms which we get are very difficult to understand, and we require a very experienced doctor to understand the waveforms. So now we'll see some of the problems encountered in measuring a living system. So what problems we face when we are measuring a living system? Inaccessibility of variables to measurement. Variability of data. The data is not same with each and every person. It is different. Lack of knowledge about interrelationship. So we should have the knowledge what happens from one part to another part. So we should know the interrelationship between two things. Interaction among physiological systems. So how different physiological systems they do interaction. Effects of the transducer on the measurement. So when we are measuring the data, when we put some transducer, it is also a obstruction. We may not get the correct required result. Artifacts. In medicine and biology, the term artifact refers to any component of a signal that is extraneous to the variable represented by the signal. Thus, random noise generated within the measuring instrument, electrical interference including 60 Hz pickup, crosstalk and all other unwanted variations in the signal are considered artifacts. In general, artifacts means problems we face while taking some ionic voltage data from the human body. Application of anesthesia to reduce movement may itself cause unwanted changes in the system. Energy limitation. Many physiological measurements techniques require that a certain amount of energy be applied to the living system in order to obtain a measurement. For example, resistant measurements require the flow of electric current through the tissues or blood being measured. Some transducers generate a small amount of heat due to the current flow. Recent emphasis on hospital safety requires that extra caution must be taken in the design of any measurement system to protect the patient. Similarly, the measurement should not cause undue pain, trauma, or discomfort. Trauma means sudden, unless it becomes necessary to endure this condition in order to save the patient. So what are the role of a biomedical engineer? So he should be a problem solver. So whatever the problems come there, he should solve with all the instruments that are there in a big hospital. Technological entrepreneur, he should be aware of the latest to latest technology instruments. He should be a good engineer plus scientist. He has to make the modifications. So these are the three main functions of a biomedical engineer.